give it up to the youth. Loyal to the squad if we win or we lose. It is in our veins, that orange and the green running through and through. Cause you know we want it, these squad versus ours, now they don't really want it. Our pedigree's deep with pros in abundance, get ready for the storm cause the hurricane's coming. Let's give it up to the youth, loyal to the squad if we win or we lose. It is in our veins, that orange and the green running through and through. Cause you know we want it, these squad versus ours, now they don't really want it. Our pedigree's deep with pros in abundance, get ready for the storm cause the hurricane's coming.
For the second straight week, the Miami Hurricanes has pulled off one of the most impressive endings that I have seen in college football. They rallied from 25 points down midway through the third quarter to come back and beat the Cal Bears in Berkeley 39-38. A game which I thought was completely over the way Miami was playing in the first half. They couldn't stop Cal. Cal was doing everything they could. They was doing a lot of misdirections. They was doing a lot of quick screens, quick tempo on Miami, and Miami just looked like a team that was a step slow. Cam Ward he wasn't playing well in the first half. He threw an interception. But nevertheless, Miami continued to grind out, stay composed, didn't get rattled. Miami took the first lead in the first quarter, 7-0. And then Cal went on a 21-0 run until Miami scored a three before the half. Then coming out in the third, Cal jumped all over them again, hitting them with another 14 points, but Miami still stayed the course throughout the game. And if you look at it right here, in the first half, in the third quarter, Miami was down 35-10. By the time the game was over, Miami had already scored 21 points in the fourth quarter to Cal 3. The 3 points was the lowest Cal had scored throughout the first three quarters. Then, to get to the 32-point game, there was deep in the end zone. Cam Ward hit Xavier Stripper for a 72-yard bomb that put them in the red zone. Put them in the red zone. Then they end up getting a bunch of penalties. Then it was like 3rd and 20. They picked up the first down. Then he hit Isaiah Horton on an 18-yard across the middle to bring that was to bring it to 25 at that time, to bring it to 25. The other sequence I'm talking about, when he hit Isaiah Strepo for 72 yards, that's when Cam Roy ran it in for 24 yards. And then from there, they were just going. It was battling. If you look at the game, you would think Miami had lost. There was no way Miami was going to win this game. Miami was not going to come back. But like I said, they dig deep and came out with this win, especially on a Saturday when so many teams in the top 5, top 10 was losing. Could Miami weather the storm like they did against Virginia Tech? And give Cal a lot of credit. They kept Miami off balance. They kept Miami off balance so bad because they didn't allow Miami to bully them on the defense line. But when there was a play to be made, Mr. Ruben Baines, who didn't play in the last few games, showed up at the right time. He had a key sack, key pressure to make Cal wasn't able. So Cal was not able to get the ball off quickly. Because Cal do got some good players. They quick and stuff, and I guess I don't know the quarterback named Mendoza. I think that's his name. Cal quarterback Mendoza. Yeah, he's from Florida. And he passed for 285 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. And the interception came when they was trying to get across the middle, and forgot the dude name that had got the interception. But nevertheless, they Then Basing knocked Mendoza out the game for a minute because he was running, and they say it was a targeting, but it was not a targeting. If you look at it, he led with his head, but he didn't spear him with his head. When he went down, when he went to him, he bent down and he hit him with a forearm shot. But the impact was pretty devastating. But he wiped his ass out. I hate to say it, he wiped him out. Um, also, also in that game, Cal receivers, I mean, they was getting big plays. You could expect that. That and Cal was being physical. That Cal was in the first half. Cal was the team that was being more physical than Miami. They was talking trash. They was stepping all over them. They was trying to like get them out of character. And Miami didn't. The referees did call a couple of personal fouls and stuff like that, but Miami still stayed the course. Miami still continued to make sure that they get out of character. And that's one thing about Cam Ward. He never shows no pressure. He comes in, he stayed calm, cool, collected, and got everything. Now him and Mario Cristobal was talking on the sideline and everything. And he just explained to him, and Miami trusted his young quarterback. And Cam Ward, he passed for 35 out of 53 attempts for 437 yards. He had 2 touchdowns and 1 interception, and his QBR was 81.7. Mark Fletcher carried the load again. He had 81 yards. Martinez had 42. Streppel had a Streppel. I don't know what to say. If we didn't have Xavier Streppel, man, I don't know what this wide receiver core would look like. He had 7 catches for $163. $163, and the longest play was that 77-yard bomb earlier. Then you had Isaiah Horton, who had 83 yards. He had a touchdown with that. Jacoby George, 59 yards. Damian Martinez, 51 yards for catching. Sam Brown, 43. Isaiah Lofton, 24. Then Isaiah Arroyo, who caught the touchdown, had a touchdown. Riley Williams was in the game. Chris Johnson was in the game. Jojo Trader was in the game, but he didn't get nothing. But it just goes to show you how this team was during this game. Ruben Bain had a solo tackle, he had almost a tackle for a loss, and he had a sack, a combined sack. So Miami had 2 sacks on the game, but still, those sacks was very important for Miami to get back in this game. For Miami to really, now I don't know what their ranking would be. To me, Miami should be in the top 5. I don't care about what Penn State or what Alabama and Georgia lost. Georgia lost last week. They should have dropped lower. Alabama lost this week for number 1. They should drop behind Miami. Miami should be in the top 5 right now. You can't not put them in the top 5. And I don't know if the BCS ranking or the BCS poll come out this week or not. But still, Miami should be in the top 5. They are one of the best. The only team they have left on their schedule now, that's going to be tough. They got Louisville next week. That's going to be a pretty tough game. Then they got a Duke team where Manny Diaz is coming out. That's 5-1. That's going to be pretty tough. Then the rest of them, Georgia Tech, Wake, and Syracuse, they'll beat them. If Miami get past these next 3 games, it's home stretch for them. I think that Louisville game is going to be tough, but SMU beat them. Miami has to travel to Louisville. We got Duke at home. We got Florida State at home. So next 2 home games. But Miami got Louisville next, who Louisville just lost to SMU in the shootout. So I think Miami, now that Ruben Bain is back, I think Miami's defense will be a little bit more aggressive. And they should be able to stop the run a little bit, because they still got issues on defense where they're not stopping the run. They are giving up too much big plays. and they're getting gashed, and especially with a little bit quicker people, especially when they could get them laterally from sideline to sideline. Miami is more physical up front, and they crowd you. But if you could get them with quick, because you looked at it when Cal had got some of the quicker players in the game, Miami was slow. And there's a couple of times that, even though Cal didn't score, but Cal put pressure on them by hitting them with big plays. So Miami definitely, they're going to have to control the big plays. They're going to have to get those big plays under control and especially going into Louisville next week. They already got to fly from 5 hours from California back to Miami. I don't know if they're going to go straight to Louisville. Who knows? But still, all in all, this was a Heisman moment for Cam Ward, especially, back-to-back weeks where he has pulled his team from behind and he didn't make the mistakes that cost the team the game. He went out and won the game when you got guys like Jalen Milroe, who they jumped up to the Heisman poll so quickly because he beat Georgia last week. When Cam Ward had a more impressive game coming from behind, beating Virginia Tech. Now another most impressive game. Now they talk about the guy from Boise State. That's the Heisman favorite. All of that don't matter. Cam Ward is the Heisman favorite in this race. It's his to lose, regardless. And this game last night against Cal could have been detrimental to his Heisman candidacy. But nevertheless, Miami came out, winning the game. They did everything they needed to do, but they still have a lot to fix, especially when it comes to defensively and stopping the run and stop giving up big plays. The offense, I still say the offense needs to be a little bit more crisp. And the one thing about Cam Ward, because he did make a couple of mistakes that I wasn't liking in the first half of the game, rolling out, trying to throw across his body and throwing the interception that way. And then you just getting pressure. You're holding on to the ball too long. That's some of my pet peeves of a quarterback. You hold the ball too long, you cause. And then there was one play he had Martinez out on the flat when he should have just threw the ball to Martinez. He kept rolling out and allowed the defender get close to him, and then he decided to throw the ball to him, and then it was an incomplete pass. When you had your running back out of flat, where he could have just catch it and ran straight up, he could have probably had about 20, 25 yards. You got them quick decision plays that you have to understand, especially when you're a quarterback and you've been playing for as long as you have. Like, I can't compare him to Jayden Daniels and stuff like that, but that's what makes Jayden Daniels so great, because he recognized them kind of plays and he gets it out of his hand. Cam Ward got to understand he cannot hold the ball in his hand for a long time. He's doing the same thing like Shedeur Sanders does. Hold the ball, because you want the big play. You're not going to always get the big play. And something Cam Ward said at the end of his post game last night, that they was looking for the big play and they had to get back to what they was doing. Quick passes, across the middle, slants, quick throws. Stop holding the ball too long. You ain't got to always go for the big play. Get the plays that is going to keep the change moving on the field. Then when that time comes for that big play, you might have it then. So there's a little mistakes that Miami got to clean up, even though they 6-0 for the first time, and God knows when. So let me see here. Yeah, Miami starts the season 6-0 for the first time since 2017. You know how long that been? Since 2017. Then you got them the largest comeback win since 2003 of 25 points or more. So, I mean, Miami did some things last night. Now, I don't want to see them continually to come from behind. I want them to do like they was doing early in the season, jumping on folks, putting pressure on people. You can't because you keep playing these kind of games, it's bound to catch up with you eventually. Yeah, it's oppressive because you don't allow the team to dictate. You make the team have to continue to score and stuff like that. So, but nevertheless, Miami won a great comeback win. Now they need to go ahead and just take care of business and not play around with Louisville. Handle Louisville and then get ready for Florida State and Duke. And then so you don't have to worry about sitting there trying to figure out, oh, well, we got to come back from behind another game, making it all oppressive and stuff like that. So we don't need that. We need to just go ahead and start knocking out these teams quickly and go into the regular season. Because you only got what? Miami only got, right now, Miami got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6 games left in the season. Half of the season already gone already. That just like that fast. So Miami got a chance to go undefeated, but they're gonna have to clean up some things because the last 2 games wasn't really good, even though they came back and win. So leave your likes and comments. Let me know what you think of Miami's impressive win, coming back down, beating Cal Bears 39-38. And improving to 6-0 for the first time since 2017. Keep the bells ringing anytime I drop a hardcore video. Until then, it's your boy Livewire Sports Media, and I'm out.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Livewire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Livewire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.